welcome to another CTO chat. Today, I have the privilege of having with me Bo Gebbie, who's the president of Evolving Solutions. How's it going today, Bo?
Great, fantastic. Thanks, Michael.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. So I wanted to get Bo together today just to talk about some of the challenges that our clients have been facing in the last year or so. And as you've been talking with our clients and their leaders, Bo, what have you seen as one of the major challenges that they've been dealing with?
I think obviously going on year 2 of the pandemic has opened a lot of issues and opportunities as well for clients. But I would say the number one challenge I've heard from our clients and partners all year has been around talent.
Sure.
Finding qualified talent, onboarding, creating a connection with the company as they onboard, I think has been by far what I've heard the most. And by all accounts, the labor shortage is going to continue into next year. It's just exacerbating some of the challenges that organizations are finding themselves in with finding, recruiting, onboarding, and retaining talented and qualified individuals.
I know that challenges around people have definitely been a big issue for all of our clients in the last year. Do you see that continuing into 2022?
Unfortunately, I do. By all accounts, every data point you see says the challenges around finding, recruiting, onboarding qualified talent is going to continue well into 2022 and beyond.
Wow.
And I think, but in technology, in this field, I think we have a unique opportunity versus many other fields. I think we have the ability and the opportunity and the responsibility to start introducing, STEM in general and tech specifically into high school students, vocational schools, college students earlier into their education cycles. I know at our company we spend a lot of time trying to figure out how to do that and work with partners like MinTech, the Minnesota Technology Association, the Nebraska Tech Collaborative, Milwaukee Tech Hub, and then organizations like Genesis Works that are literally reaching into the high schools to teach students about technology, about careers, and bring them up through the process. I mean, that's really going to be our long-term solution to solve this. I don't know how we do that unless we're doing it ourselves and with our partners, with our clients, and with our vendors.
Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing to me how many just fantastic organizations there are out there that are investing in bringing people along, bringing people into the field, but really giving people an opportunity to change their lives by being involved with the technology field. It's really rewarding to be involved with all of that.
Absolutely.
So in addition to the talent challenges, what are the other priorities you're seeing across our clients in the coming year?
Great question. I think over the last 18 months, you've seen many organizations either be challenged with cost containment or other issues around their business. You've seen clients and organizations being able to invest. I think as we go into next year, I really think all organizations, I think really we're in the new normal, and I hate that phrase, but it really is the best way to describe it.
Sure.
I think a lot of organizations, the majority of organizations now have an opportunity to figure out what's next. But realizing some of the challenges we've talked about, I think automation is going to become even more critical in 2022. Just talked about talent's not going to become any easier to find. So how do we help clients and organizations automate the tasks where appropriate, and then they can spend their time and energy upskilling and training their teams to focus on really the higher value items that are going to drive outcomes. I think in this hyper competitive world, the end user experience is going to become more important.
Absolutely.
And that's across not only internally with employees, but really critically with clients, and then even with vendors in many cases. Think about the supply chain issues. How do organizations become more competitive and easier to do business with? And so, organizations looking at their, how do they know there's a problem before an end user does? And so really making sure they have end-to-end observability across that entire application stack, business process, or workflow, I think will be even more critical. And then the third is what I'll call, really around cloud on-ramp or cloud where appropriate. And I think, organizations have continued to struggle with where do you do cloud? And the cloud spend is not going to decrease. It's going to be continued to right size. So what applications and workloads are critical to move to the cloud? We're seeing a little bit of repatriation in other cases, applications coming back on-prem. I think that'll continue to that right size and that fit for purpose model.
Mhm.
I think also it's going to become really critical for organizations to rein in their cloud costs. So we're seeing
For
a lot of
sure.
work around that right now. And I think that underpinning all of that is really the continued focus on security, everything around zero trust and making sure that organizations have safety protocols, policies, tools, and processes in place. That is just going to continue to increase exponentially here as we go into the next year.
Yep, I completely agree. It's a really interesting that challenge between cloud adoption and then how do you do that cloud adoption in the right way that's not just the right cost, but it's also the right security model, the right way of protecting your data, the right way of accessing it. Is going to be just a huge challenge for our clients going forward. So, well, I appreciate you joining me today, Bo, and hope you have a great rest of your year and coming year. And we look forward to talking to you very soon. Take
Thank
care,
you.
everybody.
Appreciate it.